Hello, and welcome back to Bloodborne. Today is a little bit early, or we're starting early. I plan on continuing later. But currently the weather has taken a turn for the worse. Let me just check the audio levels real quick. Alright, everything seems to be in order. Last time we left off, we showed off a easy way to beat the Cleric Beast. Not exactly the most spectacular way of doing it, but I thought that some people might not know it, might as well show it off. This time around, we have another boss to complete. So we will be heading straight back to Central Yarnum, and possibly meeting with someone that we have been vaguely acquainted with. Let's see, there is actually something that I want to go ahead and throw on my inventory. So this is an item called the Music Box. For those of you who have played Elden Ring, it functions similarly to Margit's Shackle, in that it can be used to stun a upcoming boss. But other than that, it's also just kind of fun to spam, because it plays a jaunty little tune. One that we will hear a couple times in the game by the title of, I believe, Margot's Lullaby? It might not be Margot. I think it is, though. A name that shouldn't really mean much at this time, but as we go on, it will come to be one of the most important. But for now, last time we opened up this elevator, our shortcut to progression, and also one of the easiest farming spots for the very beginning of the game. All you have to do is simply run up to these blokes, these gentlemen, hooligans, hairy lads, and crazy boys. And partake. You can see we gained, I think, like 400, maybe 300 something souls. You can very easily get like 10 levels worth of experience here, and just go and level yourself up, maybe get some health, some stamina. For now, we're going to keep speccing into dex, in order to increase our damage that we deal. And once we have cleaned up this guy, the guy with the shield is much simpler to just kind of smack until he sits down. Not really much of a threat. Moving on, we have what is very much a threat. These two werewolves. One of them has a spike, a spear, which, as you might know from when we previously encountered them, if you do not watch your stamina, they can very easily overpower you. So what we're actually going to do is bypass them because they will not aggro until you get close. The item over there, I don't recall what it is. I just recall that every time I fight them to get it, I end up extremely disappointed. So instead, we're going to walk up here. Time for courage. Whatever for? And the answer is, we're going to meet someone who we've talked to, well, maybe not talked to, but someone we have interacted with so far. In fact, they helped us defeat Cleric Beast, a fellow hunter. Remember Eileen the Crow mentioned hunters going mad? As it turns out, our friend Father Gascoigne is not all there anymore.
Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
He's so unassuming, but make no mistake, he is not someone to take lightly. He has a stupid amount of ammo. In fact, it's actually infinite. And as you can see, he has several attacks. Very easy to get overwhelmed by him. He is incredibly aggressive. This is what I mean when I say this game does not allow for you to stay passive. For a first time, I am absolutely getting wrecked. Thank you, Gascoigne, for showing what this game is all about. Well, I have beaten this game several times, platinumed it even. I will be dying quite a bit because that is the name of the game, essentially. It is a FromSoft game, it is meant to be challenging, but if we're not going to have fun with it, then I don't even know. I love this game a lot. I love Gascoigne. His design as a sort of religious figure immediately goes to that idea of blood ministration that we have heard of. He is some kind of clerical figure, a priest of some sort, who is also a hunter like us, and claims that people are turning into the beasts that we have been fighting. Now, we don't know what could possibly be causing this. If you're smart, you could probably hazard a guess or two. But for now, all we know is that people are turning into beasts, and everyone seems to be going insane. I mean, I would too if my neighbor turned into a frickin' 30-foot dog with the beefiest arm. I'm just saying, he did not jerk off for a mere year to get an arm that swole. Oh, I timed that rather well, actually. I was able to roll through the oncoming traffic. Try it in real life, see what happens. It's all in the timing. But Gascoigne is something of a treat. He shows us what this game is really going to be. Up till now, you know, we've been facing things that are somewhat slow, powerful. They hit hard. They want you to kind of know what you're up against. But Gascoigne is the first enemy we have faced that is relentless, fast, and aggressive. And that is really where this game starts to shine compared to other Souls games or other FromSoft games. In Demon Souls, you essentially walk through the entire game because everything is so goddamn slow. There is one boss that will keep you on your toes, Flame Lurker, who, frankly, I think is, while an incredibly good boss for the game, still kind of simple. Dark Souls picked it up a little bit, but they heavily encouraged you to use a shield, which kind of takes away some of the threat. In this game, however, it is very much a ever-present danger. You cannot escape. Alright, we traded. There we go. Fuck. So you can kind of see when we're trading shots there that it is really used for stunning.
What's that smell? The sweet blood. Oh, it seems to me it's enough to make a man sick.
He is, for lack of a better word, a beast. He is incredibly strong, incredibly fast. Aggression doesn't do him justice. Not only that, but you'll see some of his attacks can even destroy whew. I can never time that right. But he is not going to give us time to play. Ooh. That was a good shot on his part. We are at 10 vials. We are handling this pretty well. And beasts all over the fucking shop. He was not kidding. You can see that we're going to go ahead and use our music box to stun him so we can get a few hits in. But what a introduction to what the game is really gonna be like. They start off with, you know, a couple guys running around. You got these crowds that if you rush, you're gonna get overwhelmed. And then immediately after, they start adding things like ranged attackers, the dogs that move erratically, forcing you to strategize. And then, to put it all together, they give you Cleric Beast, who still is a relatively simple fight. You can get through it probably much easier than I did, because I was kind of clowning around. But Father Gascoigne is where the game really comes into its own. The style, the speed, the aggression, everything about it is iconic. Not to mention this clerical figure being corrupted and turned into a raving mad beast. The imagery is incredible. We're going to take note of some of the statues, these elongated limbs, and what appear to be messengers, the little gray children from Silent Hill that we saw in the beginning. But before moving on, we are going to search around the arena because you may notice an item down there. We see a pool of blood leading down to a dead body, a dead woman by the appearances, and we're going to go ahead and search her to find a red jeweled brooch. Now, if you remember what that random child we talked to while Gascoigne was with us, you'll remember that she said that her father goes crazy sometimes, and her mother has to calm her down with the music box. And we now know that Father Gascoigne was in fact her father, who loses himself in bouts of madness. Whether this happened before he became what is called a blood-drunk hunter, ones who get consumed by the hunt and go insane, possibly even turning into beasts themselves. But we now know her mother, who went to calm Gascoigne, failed, fell, maybe was cut on her way down, maybe pushed. It doesn't matter. She has passed away. And now Father Gascoigne, grief-stricken, has passed away as well. So, as it turns out, even in this game, I can't avoid making orphans. It's kind of a pastime of mine at this point, similar to how muggings have become a staple of my incredible life. Creating orphans is just kind of something I do. As a treat, I'll treat myself and create a little orphan. Why not, right? After all, why shouldn't I? A tool of the workshop is missing. It's missing, son. Let's see, do I have enough to fortify? No, I do not. So now that Gascoigne is dead, we received the Erden Key. However, we are actually going to go back to... Let's see if I can remember where it is. Let's go to the first floor sick room. Let's just walk around a bit so I can show you some things. Some things have changed now. We are going to first check out Yusefka's clinic. And you may be asking yourself, well, who is Yusefka? Well, as it turns out...
Are you out on the hunt? Then I'm very sorry, but I cannot open this door. I am Yusefka. The patients here in my clinic must not be exposed to infection. I know that you hunt for us, for our town, but I'm sorry. Please. This is all that I can do.
And she gives us a vial of her blood. And from this we learn that this is in fact
go.
Yusefka.
Are you still in? But I have nothing. Please, I can only pray.
So she turns us away, saying that no one can come in. Her patients are very ill and cannot be faced with any form of infection. So it seems that this beastly disease that is gripping the town is some kind of infection. Or at least that's what we can glean that Yusefka believes. Whether it is or isn't, we're not entirely sure. Oh. What is up with the targeting right now? Now, we do have a friend over there, but if I recall correctly, there is nothing over there worth really going to collect. So instead, we are going to just immediately follow through with this guy. There are some things that I am looking to collect on my way back to... Oh dear, I just realized I think I've done this wrong. Actually, we need to turn back. We might as well go this way. We go ahead and make our way to Gilbert and the wonderful little lantern he's got here. While we're here, let's talk to him.
Yes, I see. But the Great Bridge is the only way to the Cathedral Ward. And during the hunt, the bridge is closed. You could try the aqueduct. There's a rather, how shall I put it, colourful area south of the Great Bridge. From there, an aqueduct leads to the Cathedral Ward.
Thank you, Gilbert.
Not a place you'd normally want to visit, but I don't imagine you have much of a choice, do you?
That's true. We have actually... Whoop. Stickdrift, my beloved. We have now defeated Gascoigne, so we will be going through there. That area with the water is, in fact, the aqueduct. So let us go ahead and head to the Tomb of Erden. I've forgotten something else to show, but we'll get back to that later. It's not that big of a deal. We're going to go ahead and make our way up the stairs. Through the doors. And into some kind of disgusting, gross cistern. That's a fun word, cistern. Often meaning some kind of underground chamber for water to collect when it rains or floods, It's interesting that one would be uphill, though. There's no meaning behind me saying that. It's literally just kind of like, weird. The Bergenworth spider hides all manner of rituals and keeps our lost master from us. A terrible shame. It makes my head shudder uncontrollably. The Bergenworth spider. What a weird-ass moniker. The Blood Gem Workshop tool. This will allow us to upgrade our weapons further. But for now, we have found something of a gathering point for NPCs. Our Firelink Shrine of sorts. Our Majula, more accurately. Not quite a hub, but it does connect to several different things, and more importantly, it is where all of our NPC friends will gather. Let me go ahead and light this lamp so we can travel here, and there is already someone here who, I don't know if someone applies. He's got some gangly hands and appears to be really disheveled. He's got some kind of pot there. In fact, there's lots of pots around. Some of them have a fire on top. But his face is gnarled and his eyes white. From this, we can probably assume that he may be blind.
Oh, you must be a hunter. Very sorry. The incense must have masked your scent. Good, good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up inside, waiting for it to end. It always does. Always has, you know, since forever. But it won't end nicely. Not this time. Even some folks hiding inside are going bad. The screams of women folk, the stench of blood, the snarls of beasts, none of them's too uncommon now. Yarnum's done for, tell ya. But if you spot anyone with their wits about 'em, tell 'em about this here Erden Chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell 'em to come on over, if you wouldn't mind.
So this strange beggar has set up incense to ward off the beasts. That is the purpose of these urns. He also identified us by smell, which may seem pretty beastly, but if you recall, there was a woman who was being accosted by a dog outside her door who was asking us if we knew anywhere nice for her to go. And we didn't before, but now we do. And now that we also have a hub, maybe we should return and talk to Gascoigne's daughter. That way, we can possibly tell her to make her way here to safety. Hello, Captain. How are you? It's always a pleasure to see you. I'm streaming kind of early today because it is snowing, and the possibility of the power or internet going out is non-zero. And once it goes out, it's gonna stay out. You missed Gascoigne, yes. To be fair, it was a very, I've beaten him a couple times, so it literally only took 2 attempts. The first one where I just kind of showed off what he does, and the second one where I actually attempted it. But we've got a few things to show off here now. I didn't show this off last time, but this is our storage. Any items that we have an excess of, we will store here. And be able to collect them later things like blood vials or silver bullets will automatically replenish whenever we return to the Hunter's Dream. So, as long as we have stuff in our storage, that is. Gascoigne gave me so much trouble my first few playthroughs. Lol. Yeah, same. He did, in fact, give me a lot of trouble my first time. I ended up, like, trying to look for guides and stuff to upgrade the Kirk Hammer further so that I could attempt to out-DPS him, which did not work well. I found that having a little more finesse is much easier. Also, when he's in beast form, you should dodge forward instead of back, was something that I had a hard time grasping. And also the importance of staggering. But this old bastard, whatever his name is...
The moon is close. It will be a long hunt tonight. If the beasts loom large and threaten to crush your spirits, seek a holy chalice, as every hunter before you has. A holy chalice will reveal the tomb of the gods, where hunters partake in communion.
So, we hear something about the gods, about communion, but something I want to point out is he mentioned the moon is close. And indeed it is. So, from the weird, hellish obelisks around, we can determine that this might be a dream, but it does seem to have real consequences. We upgrade our weapons and stuff, and we take them with us into Yharnam. So, maybe this is a dream, maybe not, but the moon being close is an interesting thing. The moon was close last night, dog. No, the fuck it wasn't. It's winter time. Did you see it? No, I don't have eyes. Was it close? I think about it. I suppose the moon does do different orbits depending on where we are in space. But while I'm here, I also want to show off how we use Insight. We can actually purchase special equipment with it. The moon was so large and pretty. I am not a huge moon guy, honestly. I like the stars, though, and it was a full moon? Hell yeah. I love to go stargazing, and if you don't know, the best time to do it is like mid-winter. The sky is so goddamn clear, and you can just see straight up to the stars, and it's beautiful. I live in a sort of rural area, but also the moon was close to the Earth, lol. I am unfamiliar with the moon's games, so I don't really know. I'm just spouting shit like Neil deGrasse Tyson, who thinks he knows everything and doesn't. Likewise, I know nothing, but I will never fully embrace that idea. I love pretending like I know things. But let's talk to Gerbil again.
Most of the holy chalices lie deep within the tomb of the gods, and the few that found their way to the surface were lost again in the hands of men. But if the old hunter tales remain true, one of the holy chalices is worshipped in the valley hamlet. Yet the town is
Hamlet?
in disarray. It was burned and abandoned for fear of the scourge. Home now only to beasts. The perfect place for a hunter. wouldn't you say?
Maybe so, but there are a few things there. He tells us what our next objective should be. Here it rose opposite the sunset, so it rose against a dusky pearl-winkle sky. Did you get any pictures? I sure hope so. I hope you're not dumb and loser baby who forgot. But we're going to go ahead and equip this stylish as hell armor set, Father Gascoigne's. Unfortunately, we do not get the... You fool. I didn't. I was driving. Loser. Crash. Just crash. God. I don't know if I checked this last time, but to escape this dreadful hunter's dream. Interesting they would use the word dreadful. Halt the source of the spreading scourge of beasts, lest the night carry on forever. My phone also doesn't capture nice photos of the moon. Wow. Wow. Sucks to suck. God.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is
I love
it
a
you
tall
desire?
woman.
Very well. Let the echoes become your strength.
I also love short
Let
women.
me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
I also like medium height. What I'm trying to say is I like women. An unpopular opinion, I know. Oh, my bad. I called it Dex earlier, but it is called Skill in Bloodborne. And you can see that it does have quite a bit of an effect on our right-hand weapon damage, increasing it by 2 points per hit, which is not to be overlooked. Literally every point matters.
Over time, countless hunters have visited this stream. The graves here stand in their memory. It all seems so long ago now. Over time, it all... Farewell, good hunt. May you
So,
find...
the people who came here previously tried to get a pic of the orange-bathed harvest moon as it arose perfectly framed by evergreen trees above a country road. Damn, I didn't know you were waxing romantics today. My phone was like, check out this orange dot, Lamau. Yeah. Get fucked, bozo, I guess. We're going to head to Central Yarnum again. But what a great sentence there. The orange-bathed harvest full moon, as it rose perfectly framed by evergreen trees above a country rose. Lovely. Simply lovely. Let's talk to Gilbert again, now that we have found a place for people to go.
You needn't concern yourself with me. I'm afraid I'm of little help now.
Oh no!
Before I did this,
The fucking what? It's the Flammenwerfer. It Werfer de Flammen.
I made no use of it, but perhaps you. What afflicted me was incurable, but this town gave me hope. Their strange blood bought me time. I was most fortunate, unharmed by the plague of beasts. I could
Interesting.
even die human.
So, the blood does seem to have some healing abilities for diseases, whatever Gilbert had. He was bought time. But now he is becoming sick again. and passing away. Thankfully, though, this disease, this outbreak that has caused these beasts to show, has passed him by. Which is good, I think, in theory. But now we must continue our journey. What are you looking at, fool? You are cursed! Cursed! Oh, I was just a ghost. Ghosty toasties! Let's see. Now I have to do the part where I remember where I am in space. What the dog doing? Haha, original comment, so funny. To be or not to be, that is the question. Mother says no growth of the mind to suffer the sins and arrows of outrageous fortune, to bear arms against to see of trouble and in opposing end them, to die, to sleep, to rest no more. Some loop of what I gotta do to get it through to you. I'm super innovative and I made a rub, so anything can be said bouncing on me. I'm demonstrating more than ever how to give an audience a feeling like he's levitating, a way to get them motivated and to elevated music. You make elevated music. I don't know what I'm saying either. Sometimes I just have to make noises to keep my tongue from, like, stopping.
You're obligated to help me, you hear?
Rude.
So what'll it be? Are you going to tell me you're not?
Well, as tempting as it would be to withhold information, I don't think Mr. Leroy here is particularly fond of leaving old ladies, even if they are British, to their death.
Well, don't just stand there. Don't you have work to do? Go slit some throats. Get this mess done with.
Wow. Brutal.
Oh, trot along.
A hunter, not with a lick of salt. Freaking Graham needs to be taught a lesson. Graham has gone too far this time. We must show her the error of her ways. Through brutal violence, as it turns out. Hello, Eileen. Come on, Eileen. I swear what it means. I killed this old guy.
What are you still doing? Enough? A hunt?
Oh, she doesn't have any dialogue for when we killed Gascoigne. She'll mention it later, if I recall correctly, when another person shows up. Am I going the right way? I don't think I think I kind of am, but kind of aren't. Woo! And that guy's rushing us, so we want to go ahead and take care of that guy before this can really get messy. Because these guys with their pikes can absolutely just destroy us, especially since we are not really doing anything with our HP at the moment. Depending on how things go, I might spec some points into it, but for now, we are going to be focusing on a glass cannon build, just killing things before they can manage to kill us. Which, you know, is certainly a way to play the game. I don't know if I'd call it the best way, but it's, of all the ways, it certainly is one of them. Oh, I didn't see you there. How foolish of me. got a couple burbs in the back waiting to jump us and partake of our flesh. I don't feel too bad about wasting blood vials. I'm going to go ahead and throw away even better resources than that for shits and giggles. That way? No, it's this way. Hey, what's up, dog? Sorry, I had a brief meeting with my boss / uncle. Family business. Brutal, brutal, brutal. That's why I steal business from my family. And by that, I mean I work my way into their inheritance and then murder them for money.
Hello, Mr. Hunter.
This is not a confession. It is not admissible in court. Now, some people might argue that ignorance is bliss, but I think this child deserves some closure, so we are going to give her the red jeweled brooch.
Mr. Hunter, was it really her?
Hard to say, her face was gone.
Mummy, leave me alone.
Your father may have eaten it. And while initially I thought that was disgusting, the way he really tore into it, it kind of made it seem like, honestly, kind of scrumptious. I didn't consider myself a cannibal before, but, you know, this Gascoigne fella is making me question... Fuck, whatever, it's Friday. Mr. Hunter, Mr. LOL. What does that even mean? Hello?
Wretched outsider, trying to fool me to open this heaven's depths of depravity.
Oh, you know me.
Wretched heaven.
Same line. Alright, so she's not gonna open the door. I was gonna say, they call me, Mr. Down Bad. The most depraved of all the degenerates. But for now, we have talked with the only NPCs we can really interact with. I'm crashing out over phone keyboard. Despicable small lady. What? What? I've got no idea what this means, but you know what? I fuck with it. Hell yeah. Oh, that was not the button I meant to push. We're going to... You heard him. Yeah. We don't appreciate short queens, I guess. Short queens are not loved in Yharnam. I suppose it is England, and they definitely don't like foreigners, so I assume Latinas, as wonderful as they are an underappreciated commodity in Yharnam. Why did I go here? Oh, right, no, I didn't. I used a Hunter's Crest. Oh, she's sleeping. No. She's so eepy. While we're here, we should also take a look at... I just realized I don't actually have the magnifying... the monocle, the telescope. Not sure why it's called a monocle. It is literally just a telescope. I wish that were me... That's fair. I wish it were me like several hours ago because I failed to get any sleep last night. But you can kind of see on her knuckles that monocular fool. Fool! Yeah, but you can see her knuckles are, in fact, have joints that are balls, because she is a doll. Not in, like, a metaphorical sense, like she's a young, lovely lady, but she is literally a doll of some kind that has been crafted, whittled, however, whatever the means for creating her, she has been given some form of life. We're going to go ahead and purchase the hand lantern because it will keep me sane. To the dead end area in the church ward. Yeah, great. Thanks for telling me. I was gonna find it anyway. Spoilers for things I already know. Stupid head. But yeah, as I've said, I've platinumed this game. I will be playing Koi because it keeps the mysteries fun for first-time viewers. But yeah, so we told the old lady to come here, and that probably was a bad idea, because running through a town full of beasts is not for the faint of heart. But, and also that there is a strange blind man with the gangliest goddamn fingers I've ever seen. Mystery, no spoilers. Yes, however, we can see here that she has, in fact, made it.
Oh no, I haven't forgotten. What do you think I
No
use?
memes. Oh, you can do memes.
Well, that's a fine lark, I'd say. This
Already
whole mess
dead.
that Yarnum's in, it's all your fault.
Fucking what? Goddamn immigrants.
Tainted by your ilk. Don't you come near me. I know your type.
Oh, do you? Lady, what the fuck is wrong with your neck? Jesus. Look how long that shit is. I wasn't aware you were part giraffe.
Stay away from me. I know all your tricks.
Oh, yeah? Do you know this one? Woo! You impressed?
Yeah.
Okay, so she knew that one. What about... Do I have any other tricks I can do? I get the feeling throwing a knife at her may be a bad example of my trickery, though it would be kind of funny. But for now, we're gonna leave her here, and we're gonna talk to the suspicious beggar.
Ah, the hunter. Thank you. So that old girl, you told her about this place, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she don't offer me much in the way of conversation, but still, I'd rather see her alive anyhow.
Oh. And we got an emote.
Survivors, well, send them along to Erden Chapel, will ya?
So now we have a little more of a glimpse into him. Whether or not they are trustworthy remains to be seen, but for now, they appear to be on the up and up. But as we have now gained access to the cathedral ward, we should make our way to the cathedral. Hello, sir. You do not seem pleasant. Ooh, you do big boy damage, I see. What's it like being a big boy? I imagine it must be nice being able to reach the top shelf. I love you, beggar boy. Yes, he is in fact rather lovely, though we don't exactly know the full scope of their intentions or anything yet. From what we've seen, they appear to be a person who just wants to save people. Similar to Yosefka, who we briefly met through a door. Madman's knowledge. Yusefka turned us away, saying that people were, oh right, sus beggar boy. I don't know if I'd say sus, just kind of an unknown variable. We'll learn more as time goes on. Blah, blah, blah. You look ridiculous. Your hat, whack. Your coat, whack. Your bell, whack. Your shoes, whack. Me, I'm tight as fuck. Also, kind of unrelated. Ooh. There's another example of the hitboxes being beautiful. Him being unable to smack me because I am at a lower position on the stairs. The hitboxes in this game are near pornographic, if I do say so myself. And here we get one of the funniest items in the game. A wooden shield. I'm going to go ahead and read this so you get an idea of what is expected. A crude wooden shield used by the masses who have arisen to join the hunt. Hunters do not normally employ shields, ineffectual against the strength of beasts as they tend to be. Shields are nice, but not if they engender passivity. That's what they believe. For hunters, that a shield, hiding behind a shield, is cowardice. It won't keep you alive. The beasts don't care. Have I seen the Mikolash host of the nightclub vid? I have. You gender exactly my thoughts, Eris. Funnily enough, Bloodborne has been a game that, from what I've heard, has been like an eye-opening experience for many transgender people. I don't quite understand why, but they fucking love this game. And, you know, power to them. This game fucks. So do all my trans homies. But yeah, back to the game. A common torch formed by wrapping a pine resin-drenched cloth around the end of a long stick. Hunters choose torches not only because the hunt leads them to the darkest nooks, but also because certain creatures they encounter are possessed of a deathly fear of flame. That information is useful, and we will use it later today. The flame spirit transforming into hairy beasts is what T does. Ooh. I wouldn't know. I have a critical lack of T in my body. Of testosterone due to pituitary issues. The Flammenwaffe. It looks like some kind of weird steam engine meets tea kettle meets like a watering can. A special weapon used by certain members of the Healing Church. Makes you wonder how Gilbert obtained it. Spits searing flame by using blood-imbued quicksilver bullets as a special medium. So not only are we burning things alive, we're giving them mercury poisoning. Not the most efficient weapon by any stretch, but sometimes a sea of flame is just what the doctor ordered. I have too much tea because of diabetes. Well, I didn't know you were diabetic. Besides, the Beast of Yharnam can always use a good cleansing. Dirty and smelly as they are. A blunderbuss created at the workshop for the hunter's line of work. Hunter firearms are specially crafted to employ quicksilver bullets fused with the wielder's own blood, boosting damage against beasts. Pre-diabetic. Alright, that makes a bit more sense. The impact of this highly effective weapon counters beasts' swift movements, and its widespread is nigh on guaranteed to hit the mark. The blunderbuss is a very, very good weapon. I could be I almost read it in my lore voice. I could be undiabetic. I could be undiabetic if I worked harder at it. That's fair. But you are just too EP. Why does God give their epiest soldier their toughest battles? What was I saying? Right, we are going to keep the torch equipped because not only does it give us light, it has a secondary effect we will be making use of. Glucose promotes tea production. Hell, wait, no, that's bad. I vaguely remember that for a test they had to give me an injection of, I think it's called glucagon or something, and it sounds like a fucking Pokemon. And what that was supposed to do was, like, help release glucose or something to determine if my pituitary gland was functioning properly. And I had to sit there for, like, 6 hours getting blood drawn. And it was really boring, but they let me sleep. So, actually, it was that person holding a motherfucking shield? What a little bitch. You can see that as enemies are dying, or in their animation of dying, you can get a few extra hits in to restore a bit of health. That's the reason your HP bar does not completely... you'll see that there is a sort of orange leftover bar when you take damage that will go down after a certain amount of time. That bar represents HP that you can actually gain back by doing damage to enemies. It encourages you to, due to the passing out problem, I have to talk the whole time during blood tests. Oh, no, I just pass out. For blood tests and stuff, I just literally go to bed. It's nap time, motherfucker. I'm not quite anemic, but due to the fact that I have, like, circulatory issues, blood does not go to my brain correctly, and I will just pass the fuck out. Which sounds like, something that is probably bad, but I'm all about that, that wild life of eeping whenever the fuck I don't choose. What am I saying? Talking and playing games is difficult, and sometimes I just say bullshit that I stop and go, what the hell does that... What am I saying? Oh, but there is an item over here. I wonder what it is. And we see a black hole. What is that? And we are grasped by some invisible creature that gives us a status condition called Frenzy. And while Frenzy is certainly one thing to call it, I like the Elden Ring term much more, being madness. Oh, hello there. That's a big boy. It's a big axe. We'll deal with that in just a second. I want to talk about madness a little bit. There are some items that we've picked up. The Skull of an Enlightened Madman used to gain insight. Why don't we read this? Skull of a madman touched by the wisdom of the Great Ones. Used to gain insight. Making contact with eldritch wisdom is a blessing. For even if it drives one mad, it allows one to serve a grander purpose. for posterity. And every time we face a boss, sometimes mandarins taste like butter. Bitch, what? The fuck you mean? What'd that mean? Anyways, is the big boy coming back right now? He does not appear to be. So we're gonna go down here for a little bit. What? We don't really want to deal with the big guy, but we also don't want to aggro both of these guys at the same time. I don't quite... You've never had a mandarin orange that tastes like butter? I have never had a mandarin orange. Oh dear. This is literally the worst case scenario. I have aggroed both. Alright, cool. He has not been... This is not exactly a good situation, but it is salvageable. Or not. You know, we can always just trade blows, misread a one swing attack or a 3-swing attack as a 1 swing. But that's life in Yharnam. Or maybe Undeath. Not quite clear, but we do appear to be literally returning from death. As the world state, we're not rewinding time. Time does indeed pass. So the exact nature of our immortality is unclear. Dog, I'm just trying to, like, kill you. Chill the fuck out. Immortality. Anyways, going the other way, we were unable to progress, so we are going to... Oh, hey, there's an item there I didn't realize. A bloodstone shard. Oh. Sorry there, big fella. I didn't mean to disturb you. Carry on. Please. By all means. We probably could take him on right now, but there's no real need to. He is slow and not all that concerned with us. So this time around, before that other one gets a chance to... And my big fucking mouth. There we are. We've gotten our souls back. I have not talked about the way getting your souls back works in this game. You'll notice that when we die, an enemy will typically have purple eyes, indicating that they have absorbed our blood echoes, or our souls, our grace, whatever you want to call it, and they get a little bit stronger. And by defeating them, we will gain our souls back. Now, certain areas, such as with bosses and stuff, you will just get a blood stain like previous Souls titles, and later Souls titles, but it adds a little bit of danger for you. And now we have obtained the monocular, an item which I was looking for earlier. Let's see. Now, in this corner, we have the man with the ball. The man with the iron balls. And you can see we can't quite get past him. I forgot about the little flesh thing. Why is this motherfucker pretending to be asleep? Anyways, we're going to do something possibly a little bit reckless, because no matter what you do, going past him is going to aggro him. However, if you are smart and not dumb, you will know that you can literally just run past him to get at whatever sweet, sweet loot could be down here. Which is a chest that we are going to open, receiving a tempered blood gem. What is a blood gem, you ask? I'm so glad you asked. It is the things that can be used to upgrade our weapons now that we have obtained the tool in Erden Chapel to slot gems. They can be used to add different types of damage or affect stats. They are incredibly diverse and are mostly used for changing your build. It allows for a lot of customization in how you play. It's rather wonderful. Do I need to open the gate from here? No. Hey, bro, I didn't mean... Sorry, mate, I didn't mean nothing by it. You have a great day. But real quick... Do I want to go upgrade my weapons since I have just received some more upgrade materials? I mean, I might as well, right? After all, why shouldn't I? Yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. We're going to run back to the Hunter's Nightmare and upgrade our sexy pimp cane a bit more. Because that is the life I live. An empty phantasm shell. There's a fun little cute little reference with that I will talk about when we pick it up. It is one of the few magic items I actually tend to use. Yep, we can go ahead and upgrade our threaded cane, which changes the scaling quite a bit. You can see it adds 3 damage to our thrusts and increases our total physical attack by 10. So it is well worth our time to upgrade as much as possible, because it will give us greatly improved damage. And now we can see the blood gem fortification. This particular blood gem has the effects of physical attack up plus 1.1%. So you can see it adds 1 extra damage. We'll get better ones later that have more effects. And then HP continues to recover +1. That is not as impressive as it sounds. After all, hey, what if we were both Bloodborne sluts and you invited me on to show off co-op sometimes? Ooh woo. I literally said that at some point I'm gonna drag you on. So yes, I would be so fucking down. Yeah, I would love to be sister sluts with you. Please. But yeah, we've co-opted briefly before, but...
Welcome home, good
Oh, when did you
hunter.
see that, lol? It was in a different
What is it you
stream, it wasn't a
desire?
Bloodborne stream.
Very well. Let me stand.
Let's see, what else can I do? Do I want to do skill again? That adds another 2 damage. Could also do blood tinge for shits and giggles. Maybe endurance, so I can move around a bit. I might have been eeping. You definitely weren't, like, mentally all there. Yeah, I think I'll upgrade my endurance so I can move around just a little bit more. It increases our green bar, our stamina, or as my friend Figgy says, stamina, instead of stamina like a normal human being. Let's see, what can we buy? We already bought that. Do we really want to spend much more money? Honestly, I don't plan on picking up the Kirk. Maybe I'll pick up all the weapons. Do you think I should pick up all the weapons, Eris? You know what? Yeah, we're gonna try and pick up all the weapons. There are a couple items here that we can pick up that are mostly just an alternate look. The stats for the hunter outfit is pretty much the same for all variants. Why not? I love the Kirk. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pick it up so I can show it off, I think. I don't have any blood thing. Never mind. We'll pick it up later. I meant to do that. Stickdrift is telling me to talk to... Oh, I was main the Kirk my first playthrough as well until I got the Beast Cutter. My sexy Beast Cutter. And the rest is history, as pure strength builds are some of the funniest builds possible, especially when you use the pizza cutter. I love how like 90% of the items in this game, and thus the majority of the ones you see on loading screens, are just what are they called? Chalice dungeon bullshit that has literally no effect on anything you're going to be doing in the base game. So you're reading it and you're just like, what the fuck does this mean? When is this going to be important? And the answer is never. There's only like 2 dungeons that you need to give a shit about. One being the Cum Dungeon, and the other being Blood Queen Yarnum's cheat chalice, where rather than grinding your way through all 50,000 chalice dungeons, come. Yes, and rather than grinding your way through every single chalice dungeon, you make your way straight to Blood Queen Yarnum, whom this place is named after, and she is a relatively easy fight, TBH. No, I don't think it's this way, actually. Is it this way? Or is it this way? Let's see if I can pull this off. Is my stealth good enough? No, it is not. I am a dullard and incapable of the most basic of stratagems. I deserve no pity. Right, this is where we want to be going. And I'm going to go ahead and equip a torch. The torch is a very useful item for this upcoming area. Now, there are two ways to do this upcoming area that I will be showing. I'm going to attempt to do it the unfun way first, or maybe some would consider it the fun way. It has some cool little hidden interactions associated with it. We'll be grabbing that item in just a moment. As we head in here, we see that there is really nothing here other than one dude waiting to ambush us. There is an item, Madman's Knowledge. But other than that, nothing really here. Just more of these sort of statues with elongated limbs. Oh, these ones don't... Oh, no, there they are. They seem to be embraced by either skeletons or what appear to be the messengers from the hunter's dream. And we see more of these... Oh, never mind. Those are just... Oh. Hey there, doggy. Who's a good boy? My limbs are so not elongated. You're damn right. Frickin'... Can I call you a short stack? I don't know if that's necessarily, like, correct terminology. You got enough, tittage to get sweaty, but I don't know if it's enough, or if you're quite... You are quite short, actually. But is that short stack material? I don't know, I'll let you define that. The two genders, short and stacked. Why not both? More Madman's Knowledge. People be going fucking crazy around here, dude. And there's a lever. We're gonna go ahead and pull that. I'm like 5'2". Jesus. Alright, yeah, never mind. I'm assigning you short stack. And the sarcophagi opens, revealing a hidden path. But we're not quite done. I'm short and stacked. Ayo! Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're one of those non-binary people. The two genders, short and stack. And you've got both on lock, I think. Maybe not as much as Jade's wife, but enough to earn the title, I think. But who the fuck is this? I'm not quite covered enough in blood for this to be a funny meme. I'll see if I can change the best hits on the server. Sarah is on the server, I would like to remind you. But, you know, I'm not gonna... I'm gonna leave that between you two to argue about.
You're a beast hunter, aren't you? I knew it.
I just know that I've got the best ass. And Jade objectively has the worst.
You may call me Alfred.
I'm gonna call you Mutton Chops. Fucking stupid ass. So, look at those things.
Our prey might differ, but we are hunters, the both of us. Why not cooperate and discuss the things we've learned?
That's my alarm. It's time to wake up. Don't pit two bad bitches against each other. That is fair. Girl! But yeah, this, despite this dude's utter lack of fashion, he's kind of a fucking hot mess. And with blonde hair and blue eyes, I'm pretty sure he's a Mormon. And I despise Mormons. Not actually, just I know someone who is an ex-Mormon, and I will bully them until the end of time. Don't talk bad about my boy Alfie. But yeah, for now, I think we can work together with this little Quar boy. Little goody two-shoes.
Very good. Very good indeed. Take this to celebrate our acquaintance.
Had to blow my nose real quick, but anybody who gives me the ability to set shit on fire, immediate friend. So maybe I was wrong about you.
May the good blood guide your way.
There's good blood? Is there bad? Like, I suppose, like, contaminated blood, like, with STDs or stuff, could be considered bad blood. Is the werewolf curse an STD? We're gonna have to explore that later. I have the bad blood. Rip. Damn. Is it like a once a month thing, or is it just like progress and incurable? I'm assuming yes to both. A tempering blood gem. That is our second blood gem. We will be getting a lot more going forward. As I said, they... Oh, hello there. Werewolfism is an allegory for AIDS, obviously. I thought it was just women being women. Look at these things. Disgusting. This is why I never ask a woman to take her clothes off. Who knows what could be under there? Let me see if I remember. I think I can make this... Not like that I can't. And it turns out you don't need to anyway, because you can just walk over here. Antidote. Interesting. We're gonna go ahead and get our torch out now. Communism is under the... Oh, no! As an American, I am obligated to shrink in terror and possibly scream at an unreasonable volume as I fire a hail of bullets in that given direction. Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot in Bloodborne. Ooh, pretty dress. We're gonna be wearing that later. Hell yeah. But in Bloodborne, you don't rest at a bonfire. If you interact with a lantern, you just go straight to the Nexus. It's kind of annoying, if I'm being honest. I'd rather just, you know, have the Elden Ring, you set a set of grace, you do whatever the fuck you need to, you leave. But since we're here, we can go ahead and slot that other blood gem, which doesn't actually give us enough to do anything. Wow, that's sad. So actually, we're not gonna slot a blood gem. We have not picked up any twin blood shards. We will not be upgrading the flame sprayer or the blunderbuss because the damage increase is laughable. What the real utility is the ability to stun. There's only maybe 2 or 3 guns in the game that are actually used
what is it?
for doing damage.
Let me stand.
And you don't get either until late game. Do I want to do skill? I want to do skill. Let's just keep pumping our points into hitting things harder. Because we are the When I use a pimp cane, I mean business. Lord, let us say the pimp... Now, together, let us say the pimp's prayer. Lord, guide this pimp hand and make it strong, so that a hoe might learn a hoe's place. Amen. Yeah. Man, The Boondocks is such a good series that could never be made today. But I adore it. It's so good. I really enjoy the Lemonade Stand episode. I think that's season 1, maybe season 2. Where in order to buy a pony, what's her name? The little girl opens up a lemonade shop, and the rich white man comes in and he says, "Alright, I'll finance you. You keep working here, and I will give you a pony." And what he does is say, "Alright, now you have the pony, but you need to keep paying for it." So she never actually gets to leave the lemonade stand. And then there's a bit later where they go, "This lemonade," people are like, "This is child labor, this is awful." So then they come out with a lemonade that is made with 10% less child labor. And everyone's like, "Alright, I'm satisfied now." Anyways, the pony dies. This town is long abandoned. Hunters not wanted here. Well, this sign can't stop me, 'cause I don't care. Now, for one of my favorite details, let me just go ahead and throw something onto my belt real quick, being the binocular. I may never take that off because it allows us to look at cool things.
You there! Hunter! Didn't you see the warning? Turn back at once. Old Yarnum, burned and abandoned by men, is now home only to beasts. They are of no harm to those alone. Turn back.
What is that you got over there, buddy?
Will face the hunt.
Looks like you got some sort of cannon there. But what I really wanted to show off is this. You know when I mentioned that Bloodborne is maybe not the most polished of games? There's just a random fuck-ass statue in the middle of Old Yarnum. I've tried to see if, like, it's part of a puzzle or something. Maybe a statue moves. It's my boy! Yeah, over there is a man named Jura, who asks us to leave. We're not gonna do that. But yeah, this is not like a resource that moves and they were just trying to put it out of sight for later. Oh no, not the floating statue. It's literally just a fucking statue. There is no greater purpose to it. Anyways, we are going to be attempting to do something potentially funny, and probably lethal to me. Now, you'll see that the beasts shy away from the torch. They...
You are a skilled hunter, adept, merciless, half-cut with blood, as the best hunters are. Which is why I must stop you.
It is, in fact, not a cannon. It is a fucking Gatling gun. Because fuck you and everything you stand for. But as you can see, I have run all the way through without attacking any beast. They can climb? I didn't know they could do that. Oh god! Oh fuck! Please no. Please just go back. What the fuck? Yo, bro! I didn't attack anything.
I should think you still have dreams.
Well,
the next time you dream, give some thought.
Okay, so I don't know what happened there, but now that he is being a bitch, I'm going to do this the traditional way, which is murdering everything that I come across. It's supposed to be that if you make your way through Old Yarnum without killing any beasts, he will actually be passive towards you. And when you get up there, you have to go through all of Old Yarnum. Oh, so it's not just make your way to him? Oh, that's kind of annoying. You have to kill Bloodstone. Fuck that. That sounds like a load of horse shit. But alright, I'm not gonna do that. That sounds boring as hell. Instead, we're gonna have some fun with it. We're gonna be doing this the way God intended. Without mercy. No, please. There we go. Involves a lot of dodging, lol. Well, I'm sure that is very cool and elite gamers can do it. I mean, I probably could, I'm just not going to. Because this is an action RPG. And by God, I'm going to get some action. It almost sounds dirty when I say it like that. Also, if an enemy accidentally dies, it counts as a kill. Great. Great, 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 great. Love to hear it. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. You'll notice this one is not scared of the fire because its face is covered. It cannot see the fire, and therefore the fire does not exist. Maybe. But they are dangerous because they will inflict poison and have a lunge attack with basically fury swipes and will keep swinging. And now we get the upgraded version of the torch. The Hunter's Torch, which does double the damage, has actual scaling, and for some reason durability. Not really sure what the point of that is. A torch formed by wrapping a pine resin-drenched cloth around the end of a long stick, once used in Old Yarnum, designed to incinerate beasts and victims touched by the scourge. Its fire damage is highly effective against beasts. We're going to go ahead and replace our regular torch with that. They don't really have much of a difference beyond just stats. They basically look the same, act the same. Yeah, that's it. But you can drop off this way. It allows you to collect that little flesh amalgamation with 3 legs. Similar to me, it has 3 legs. Penis joke. Yeah, they are kind of our crystal lizards of this game. They drop materials for upgrading weapons and stuff. That being said, this game is pretty strict with upgrading. In fact, in the base game, without the DLC, you can only upgrade 1 weapon to plus 10. So, that sucks, as you might know. But we will be getting those. We will be trying to do everything. I have a techno song to send you. Lol. Oh? Is it I Fucked Your Mom? I know that song. That was played on repeat in my friend's car in college. I'm not gonna say it's a bad song, but it certainly was boring. You'd think a song about fucking someone's mom would be pretty fire, but alas, not even an ember. It's not, lol. Okay. And so it is. Ash seeketh ember. So you can see they're not completely terrified. They'll back off and try to avoid you, but if they get too close, they will still take some swipes. Over there, you can see one kind of crouch down like some weird fucking golem creature. That being said, there are actually a few more hidden around. There's one over there in the back waiting to jump us. And if you're really looking closely, you can notice some glowing eyes through the smoke of one that is exceptionally brave and very, very stupid. Aggroing him, aggroes another one hiding behind that smoke over there. The Threaded Cane really puts in work against enemies that have, like, a lunge like that. Crowd control goes crazy. So that's all of the little guys. Here is the one that can be actually troublesome, so we're going to take them out as fast as possible. Get some cold blood. Do-bop. Shoo-a-doo-bop, shooby-doo-ba-dop, doo-wop, do-a-doo, baby. I still think it would be very funny if they just put an enemy, like, right here. It would be, like, just a fuck you thing to do. It doesn't really serve a purpose, but I do think it would be funny. While we're here, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. You can see over there is Jura with... It doesn't quite render well at this distance, but it is in fact some form of Gatling gun, which he will unleash a hail of bullets down on us. And it is very, very, very dangerous and will absolutely kill the fuck out of you. As most Gatling guns do. Fun fact that you might not have known. Are we within range? I'm pretty sure he can shoot this platform. I'm just not sure where we step into his range. I don't want to go forward too much. This is sort of the drop you're supposed to take. It's the safer option. I mean, safe enough as walking into a room with this motherfucker can be. You see he's a little bit larger than the other ones. He is stronger, faster, and just as dangerous. It is vitally important that you bring a torch to this area if you do not want to get have your... Jesus, he can shoot me from that angle? Bro has no chill. He can in fact just... They are quite dangerous. I forgot that these explode. Bro does a better job at killing the beasts than I do, honestly. There we go. I think that's all of them. I'm gonna get some bloodstone shards from them and some pebbles. Pebbles, my beloved, that is the reason we put ourselves through hell. Sweet, sweet pebbles. And then we have actually managed to aggro this motherfucker. Hell yeah. That'll save us a very brief amount of time. We can step over here and we see that there are a few guys meant to ambush us. Though they aren't too threatening. They can hit me and do some damage, but it's more important to just take them out before the fucking Kool-Aid Man bursts in to ruin your day. And you can see the gimmick of this area is that they are building up poison. Spoilers, the boss of this area is a motherfucker that I hate a lot. If you've been paying attention, we have been getting... Sorry, my mom visited, lol. Tell her to hop on. She should watch my stream. Also, tell her to call me. No, I'm kidding. That would be weird. We have a strictly professional agreement. But we have been receiving a large amount of antidotes because, spoilers, the boss of this area is a fucking bitch who will poison you for merely existing in the same area code as it. She's technically at work, lol. So are you. Antidotes. Fuck, I forgot where he was. It's a snow day? That's true, it is a snow day. So, the angles are funky here. He can shoot you from certain angles, but not from others. The trees are our best friend. It's so weird to me that he cannot shoot your ass through a tree. Also that he somehow loses sight of us behind them. Motherfucker is blinder than any... Well, I say he's blinder than something. We're gonna realize very soon that he straight up, like, is missing an eye. They did not teach him how to compensate for that in the manual for operating a fucking chain gun. Now let's see if I can do the funny thing when fighting him. Or what I consider to be the... Hold on, actually, let me just... I need to switch to the blunderbuss. Because the blunderbuss will let us do something goofy. Alright, so we're going to go say hi to Jura. Spelled D-J-U-R-A. Because the naming conventions in this game kick ass. Oh my god. I missed every fucking shot.
Well, the next time you dream...
Why am I playing this game? I should be, like, skinning myself, I think. Like, removing my brain from my body. I feel like I should get a lobotomy after that shit. Did I try? Well, you tried. Was that an attempt? I feel like that was just... so pitiful. Like, that was worse than literally anything I've done in this game so far. That was a fucking travesty. We're just gonna ignore all of these guys now that my feelings have been hurt. Because if you don't know, when my feelings get hurt, I turn into Ultra Instinct Gamer Boy. and cannot be struck by attacks. It was bad, Lamau? Yeah, it was. We can hear the chain gun winding up, but alas, bitch can't aim. Similar to me. I'm bitches. Bitches can't hit shit with guns. I'm bitches. Full clarity. It's a fucking blunderbuss, too. It's literally like a shotgun, and I couldn't manage to fucking land one hit. There we go. It's that easy, gentlemen. When in doubt, shotgun them until they fall off a ledge. Like Terminator. Now, the saddest thing in this game is that you cannot, in fact, climb on this and just start lighting up all the beasts. Treat inquisitiveness with care. No mercy for beasts and woeful madman. That's fair. Anyways, we're going to acquire our blood echoes back because I like them. I like the way they smell. You smell nice, by the way. How did you get there? Why were you behind the ladder? What a curious, curious feller. Anyways, we're gonna drop down. I can't open this from that side. Right. Wait, I'm recalling there is an item up here. I'm trying to remember what it is. But there's definitely an item here. Yeah, you make this drop down. And it lets you in here, where the first of these guys are. These guys fucking suck, by the way. They let out, like, a yell that will trigger a sort of rage mode for all the other bastards here. Which will make them more aggressive and will lead them to you. It sucks, man. Oh, is this the one where the board breaks? I can't remember. One of the ways you go, the board, that might be later. But I think it's here. You can see all the people that tried, like, walking and just fucking died. I'm assuming because there are blood splatters there, that is in fact the correct route. And they probably just walked off the side. Otherwise, there would be more blood spatters here, where, yeah, so we're gonna take the... Oh god, this is really just tempting. It's a skin for the messengers. Right. Hold on. We are tempting fate. We are tempting the stick drift to wreck us. Come on. Normally I am not scared. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me right now? That's what I risked my life for. Oh, feels bad, man. Oh, some fucking madman's knowledge. Oh, I feel like... Well, they've been triggered. Molotov cocktail. Fuck. I missed the jump because of stick drift. Fuck everyone and everything. Fuck. Fuck this fucking game and everyone who fucking plays it, because you're all fucked. Look at them, like, just sprinting. I don't think fire has any effect on them anymore. They have no purpose now that they are red-eyed, other than ruining your day. Oh, they do seem to have a little bit of fear of the fire. Not enough to make them, not a threat. I think not. I am actually kind of amazed that I'm still alive. I cannot believe I clutched that shit. Yeah, kind of a big deal. Small balls. Or sorry, small cock, big balls. Kind of a circus freak. Kind of a one-hit wonder. Kinda goated. Good job. Thank you. I don't know why they say this game is hard. You know what's hard? Not me. My balls big, penis tiny, you would never know. Frankly, I think if I get too aroused, it would explode like a water balloon. And that's not good for anyone. What the fuck am I even talking about right now? You know, where like you're trying to focus, but you also have to keep talking, and just the things that come out of your mouth make no sense. Like when you're trying to have small talk with someone and don't know what to say, so your mouth just kind of moves. And you're not really sure what sounds are coming out. That's essentially where I am right now. I would rather not be poisoned, thank you. So that's where we are right now. Brain, no worky. Gotta buy bread. What kind of bread? I was thinking about bread earlier because I saw the post about how Europeans think Americans don't have bread. And that, like, apparently we only get, like, prepackaged, sliced, like, Wonder Bread, and that's the only bread that exists in America. A fresh white loaf. You're not gonna believe me, but that was my nickname in high school. Everybody called me Fresh White Loaf. That's a joke, but I did just remember that one of my friends throughout like my childhood's last name was literally like Hungarian for white bread. Literally just a man was named Vanilla. I should maybe not call, maybe text them or something. See how they're doing. John Whitebread. Yeah, pretty much. I I don't know if that's like the worst name ever. I've heard some really bad ones. The worst I've ever heard is a dude named Brandon Butt Savage, which frankly, like I would just, as soon as I turned 18, that name is gone. Because goddamn. But being named White Bread, I don't think I would enjoy that either. We're gonna pray to the stick drift gods that they do not see fit to execute me today. Woo! And we made the jump. I should have changed my name to that. Oh my god. I don't know about that. Oh, it's the fucking bandage. That's not even a good one. There's only one hat in this game worth getting, and it is the little fedoras for them. I think it looks absolutely hilarious. When it's just a gaggle of fucking white boys in fedoras. But, you know, look at this motherfucker. I like the pots. Oh yeah, the pots are pretty good, now that I think about it. Let's see, are there any more items down here? I don't think there are in any of, like, the little alcoves. Oh, there's something over there. I don't remember if it's worth anything. We'll ignore it for now, because we have just come to the interesting spot. Full of burbs. Burbs, snacks, and other animals. Oh hey, because I'm a pothead Lamau, like 4 people left the stream while I was talking about my penis exploding. Go figure. Do you think I did something wrong, Eris? Do you think I said something that made them leave? What could I have done better? Tri-finger butthole. Yeah, I was going to warn you about weird fetishes. I don't know if I consider that a fetish. Hold on. Can I, like, slap his ass, maybe? No? Someone out there does. Yeah, you know what? You're right. Let's see. Wave, citations, joy, triumph, shake off cape. I mean, maybe pray? Can I, like, just bury my face in this dude's ass? Is that something I could do? No. No, the moment's gone. Gotta send a mortgage payment. Sorry for that. Now that we have done the funnies, we are back on track. It's funny, I had like 10 people tuning in and now there's 3. Whatever could I have done? Some people just don't enjoy being silly. Not that I mind. Frankly, I make my own fun. So when other people have a different sense of humor, it's not that much of a big deal. I hope they find whatever they're looking for. Someone keeps texting me, and it's annoying me. right, here we are. First shortcut. There's something over there we're going to deal with later. But for now, this shortcut will save us a lot of time. They don't want to hear about my adulting. Yeah, maybe that's what I should do. Instead of being a juvenile, silly boy... Oh, hey, look at that. He's clinging to the window. What a weirdo. I sure hope that's not some kind of trap to be sprung later. One second, I'm gonna check my phone and just see what the fuck this person wants. It was just a member of my family sending me a picture of, if you know Dexter, the TV show, just Dexter with, in bold letters underneath it, herpes. And they just say, "This is great." So I don't quite know what to make of that. What do you think about herpes? Do we think it's good? Great, maybe? I assume it's some Facebook meme that, yeah, what does it mean? I could not tell you. Oh, hey there, buddy. I almost didn't notice ya. Bloodstone shards. Bloodstone shards we have so many of, and we don't frickin' need them, because we need twin bloodstone shards at this point, because upgrading is dumb. The door is broken just like my heart. It was broken when I went to poop, but only could fart. Bloodstone shard Lamau. Through standing in line to clubs and never get in. It's like the bottom of the ninth and I'm never gonna win. This life hasn't turned out quite the way I want it to be. So tell me what you want. I want a credit card that's got no limit, and a bathroom I can play baseball in, and a king size tub big enough for 10 plus me. So tell me what you need. I need a credit card that's got no limit, and a big jet with a bedroom in it. Gonna join the Mile High Club at 37,000 feet. Been there, done that. I'm gonna trade this life for fortune and fame. I'd even cut my hair and change my name. 'Cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop houses, driving 15 cars. Drugs come easy and the bugs come cheap. Bitches on the window and he just won't eat. 'Cause I'm gonna hit him as soon as he drops. He won't know what's coming when he belly flops. Gonna go down this alley and trigger him now. Gonna hit him right there in his rear, yeah. Hey, hey, I wanna be a hunter. This is dumb. Hey, hey, I wanna be a hunter. Oh, right, you. What's up, buddy? Right in the butt. Nope, I missed. Have you been scheduled for your colonoscopy? It is time. We must check the oil. God, the whip is so good. Just the crowd control and then just having a very quick, essentially, sword. It's not technically a sword, but it fucking might as well be. It's very similar to the short sword that you get with the Kirk hammer. Oh, I have quite a few blood echoes, huh? Maybe I should, like, go and use them? Pop my pills from a Pez dispenser, get washed up singers writing all my songs, lip sing them every night so I don't get them wrong. Did I pick up the item in here? I think I did. Yes, I did. Oh God, I love the way Gascoigne's coat, frock, duster, whatever it is. I love the tail. I love coats with like a large tail like that. I love big tails, and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. Shut the fuck up. Get fisted in an alley. Me on a Tuesday night in Denver. Well, there's a guy over there that would be aggro, but we're gonna ignore him because he's ignoring us. We have opened up the shortcut. There is pretty much just the boss left. While we're here, before we travel further, we are going to equip some things to our hotbar. Number 1, fire paper. Number 2, antidote. These will greatly behoove us in this fight as blood-starved beast. The boss of this area is incredibly weak to fire. And also, as I said before, being in the same area code, frankly, the same country, will poison you. And you can see that Alfred can be summoned to join us on this fight. Oh, right. There you are. I was looking for you. Before we summon Alfred, I want to take care of all of these hidden beasts in the bushes and behind trees and stuff, because they will distract my boy, and he will spend time and effort attacking them and can possibly poison him or just do damage, either of which is not very desirable for when we are getting ready to fight a boss. I think there might be like one more, or maybe there's only 3. Is there 3 or 4? I can't quite recall. Cold Blood Doom. Anything back here? No. Crept in through the foggy dew. Alright, I think we got them all, so we're going to go ahead and summon Alfred to our Batman. Ding, ding, ding! Use up one of our precious insights. Another use for it. Calling upon old hunters, which are NPCs that help you fight bosses or just clear out areas. We're going to equip the gun. And let's go ahead and enter this. Oh, hold on, what's this? Abhorrent beast waits ahead, but you must accept Old Labyrinth. Yeah, sure. Why not? I typically don't rate any messages foul unless I find it particularly funny to react negatively to them. It's just standing there, menacingly. Yo, Alfred, you gonna, like, come in? Alfred, don't ruin this for me. Dude, come on, get your shit together. I probably will be using summons for just about every fight. Not because I need them, but simply because I think it makes the game a little more enjoyable. A little cooler, even. Activate boss for Alfred. I know, but I like to joke around that he's a little shy. You really do just love zooming, huh? Yeah, sorry, Eris. You forget that I like to be funny. I'm not very funny, but I do attempt. He's penis shy. I mean, I would be too when something with this foreskin showed up. I mean, what the fuck even is this? Frankly. Failed wrists. Whoop. Mistimed that. That's gonna be awkward. Gonna go ahead and heal. Apply more fire. Oh, Alfred is getting his ass beat right now. And now for the part that everyone hates, where Blood-Starved becomes a walking chemical weapon. Go. We're gonna get a visceral on him, and that did not do much damage because I forgot. Fuck. Man, the poison does so much damage. Should probably equip something with a little more defense against poison. There's one that's good against poison. This is literally the best stuff I have for poison resist, I think. Yeah, the gas coins is probably the best for it. Anyways, off we go. Round 2 with Blood-Starved Beast. Blood-Starved Beast is probably the boss I have the most difficulty with. Especially for when you fight it, kind of early game. Just a pain in the ass, really. Even with Alfred's help, it tends to just really quickly drain health. And you have to keep track of it quite a bit, not to mention it doing frickin' heel turns around the arena. And butt stab. Go ahead and bypass him. Thankfully, the run back for this area is short and sweet. I'm going to go ahead and summon Alfred. Get right back to it. Poisson is French for fish. Okay. Shall we be off? Alfredo sauce. French facts. Forgot, you have to be kind of aggressive with this boss. Because poison is, in fact, just a bitch that will, the longer you let it fester, the more damage it's gonna do. I love to touch those skin flaps. Eris, you disgust me in several ways. Come on, I know you want to leave. Do you think they're warm? Probably not. I think they'd be like maybe lukewarm, but more than that, I think they'd be scabby. Like a mange. Oh, I seem to have unequipped my weapon. Alfred is, seen better days, to put it bluntly. Oh, I dodged into it. Thankfully, popping antidote before getting poisoned does in fact mitigate damage. Fucking. Shit, I'm dead. Ugh. Bloodstarved beasts, my disdain for thee knows no bounds. So I chewed through almost all my fire paper. Ugh. Yeah, fire paper almost gone, antidote almost gone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to the Hunter's Dream. I'm going to wash and groom this creature. Grody. It's going to take a long time before this thing eventually dies of venereal diseases. I'm going to be real with you. You can't save it. But I appreciate the willingness to try. Let's see what blood gems we can go ahead and give it. Physical attack up by 0.7. Shut up. Physical attack up by 1.4. Which boss would make the best pet for you? Mikolash. No, but, maybe amygdala? Hell yeah, lol. Trying to think. Abritus is pretty fucking chill. Most of the beasts are just big dogs. Mikolash is funny because he's just a fucking dude. Oh, I have 2 of them. It decreases it by 1 point. Not even worth considering. Do I want that? You know what? Actually, I do want that extra 1 point of damage. There, I set it. Now let's see if we can purchase some more fire paper just to make this go a little bit quicker. Why would I think that would be possible? Of course it's not possible. I make Mikolash sit on the floor beside my chair. Hello, doll.
Welcome home. What is it?
Nothing for now, but when she is over here talking to the grave, she recites some interesting, a prayer that is quite interesting to say the least. And gives us a bit of insight into some things about the hunter's nightmare. I will be covering it later, but for now, we're just gonna kind of leave her to it. Later on, when we get more insight, I will be using it for purchasing more outfits. But right now, it is 11:03. How long have we been going? About 2.5 hours. I think after Blood-Starved Beast, we are going to call it for now. Hopefully, that is a satisfactory ending point for everyone. Actually, I forgot to get Jura's stuff. Should I go grab that? I suppose I should go grab that. Let's go get his equipment. Excuse me, dog. Dog boy. Dog boy! But for people tuning in, I hope that you are enjoying this. At least a little bit. If you are, maybe consider liking, commenting, subscribing. All of the stuff you typically hear YouTubers say. I'm not gonna try to oversell you on it. Just consider it. Like, comment, subscribe for Penis Explode. Exactly. Maybe share with friends. Again, you don't have to do any of this. But it would make me happy. It would help my channel grow. I am quite a small creator and would appreciate any support. But yeah. That's my great sales pitch. Are you unimpressed? You should be. There we go. That's the item I was looking for. It's not a consumable, it's this. Let's go ahead and read some of these. Erden Tomb Key. Key to the gate that blocks the tomb of Erden. Beyond the tomb, Erden Chapel can be found in the center of the cathedral ward. Only today the church is abandoned, and some say the residents of Erden have all gone mad. Blood Gem Workshop Tool. Subscribe or I'll show up at your workplace. I don't know if that's a threat. Frankly, you're my buddy. And that'd be pretty cool. But all of you motherfuckers better watch out. That short stack will bite your jugular. A misplaced workshop tool from the hunter's dream. A hunter who retrieves this can fortify weapons beyond needing blood gems into them. Not you, the viewers. Yeah, I figured it out. It just took me a second. I'm not exactly the brightest. Contrary to what this doctorate that I stole and doesn't actually belong to me says. The hunter who retrieves this can fortify weapons by needing blood gems into them. Blood gems add properties to weapons that use to fortify them, as blood defines an organism. This implies that the hunter's weapons are in fact organisms. There's nothing else really to that, it's just weird. The Powder Keg Hunter Badge. Badge crafted by the Powder Kegs, the heretics of the workshop. The Powder Kegs' adoration for complex designs and big booms culminated in weapon designs that contrast with their traditional, or with those traditionally of the workshop. If I show up, you have to feed me. Oh yeah, that is a threat now. The late Powder Kegs, bless their soul, had a motto. If a weapon ain't got kick, it just ain't worth it. God fucking bless. The Powder Kegs are the coolest, quote-unquote, faction in this game, in my humble opinion. Everything that came from them is just the coolest shit. Especially when you get to the DLC. It's just cool shit upon cool shit. The Sword Hunter Badge. One of the badges crafted by the Healing Church. The silver sword is a symbol of a church hunter. Ludwig was the first of many Healing Church hunters to come, many of whom were clerics, as it was. Clerics transformed into the most hideous beasts. And that was the first boss we fought, was a cleric beast. The old hunter bell, one of the resonating bells that cross the gaps of worlds. The spell is cracked and stained with the blood of beasts. A human must expend insight. Expend? Insight to ring this uncanny bell. The old hunters who have long passed from the dream but cannot forget the feeling of the hunt rely upon messengers to relay their thoughts. Ring the bell at their side and they are certain to give a listen. For the night of the hunt, the night of the hunt is long and unchanging. Bloody Messenger headbands. Accessory adored by the naive messengers. I've gone fucking Irish. But naive messengers imitating the bandages of scourge victims. Unaware of their meaning, the spars of blood give it a particular nice touch. Inhabitants of the stump appear to have an interest in adornments. Why not let them be happy and revel as babes? Aye, their happiness does inform the joy of all who partake of this world. A happy messenger is a happy hunter. Oh, what's up, dog? Later. Whoop. Let's go ahead and take this shortcut. It's not the fastest way, but it is a shortcut. I mean, actually, now that I think about it, it is basically the same speed. Oh no, actually we do have to go through here. This is a little bit annoying. Let's just go ahead and run past all of you motherfuckers. because I ain't got the patience to deal with you right now. And I'm just gonna run past in here, go up the stairs, and get to the lantern so that I can reset my health. Because I ain't about that kicking myself in the balls. I'd rather have someone do it for me. You know, it's just not the same when you punish your own balls. Self-torture, not the way to do it. You want to get someone else to step on them, crush them, whatever. Or so I'm told. I wouldn't know. Throat is getting a little bit sore. Partially because allergies, partially because dry air, and partially because I have been talking, which I am loath to do. So, as I said, we are going to finish up Blood-Starved Beast, or maybe not. We're going to try it. Yeah. I'm going to give it one more try. Sip, sip, my guy. Hold on, let me just... chug my fucking water and choke on it. Why don't I? What is the point of lungs if not to fill them with water? I ask ye this. Sit down, old boy. Spoken like a true fish person. They have a name. They're called Innsmouthers. The ichthyists have won. Anyways. Gonna ring the telephone for Alfred. The phone is ringing. The phone will be right there. There's an animal in trouble. There's an animal in trouble somewhere. While we're here, we're going to go ahead and grab our blood echoes. Woohoo! Cheeky bastard, ain't ya? Yeah, you get grabbed, it's basically over. Alright, as I said, I do have things to do, food to eat, naps to be taken, allergy pills to be ingested, water to drink. But for those of you who joined and kept me company, I appreciate you, and I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed playing. In the meantime, if you'd be willing to like, comment, subscribe, I would be very thankful. As I said, I am a small-time streamer, and every little bit of support helps. And while I can't force you to do anything, I will ask that you at least take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful day. I will be back tonight with more games. Possibly more Bloodborne. Who knows? Until then, have a wonderful time. Bye-bye.